You think you know the story of Moses, the baby in the basket, the plagues, the parting of the Red Sea. But beneath the Sunday school version lies a tapestry of hidden truths that reveal an even more dramatic account of faith, identity, and divine power. Moses's mother, Jochebed, was not just any Levite woman. She was a direct descendant of Levi himself and carried the legacy of the patriarchs, giving birth to Moses as a living symbol of God's enduring promise. The basket she crafted to hide him in the Nile is described with the same Hebrew word used for Noah's Ark, connecting Moses from infancy with the role of a deliverer who would preserve God's people. When Pharaoh's daughter found him, many traditions suggest she was none other than Hatshepsut, Egypt's most powerful female ruler, which means Moses was raised as a prince in the mightiest dynasty of his time. Trained in all the wisdom of the Egyptians, Moses mastered mathematics, astronomy, architecture, and even the mystical arts of the priesthood, so that when he later faced Pharaoh's magicians, it was not ignorance but divine power that triumphed over human knowledge. His fateful killing of an Egyptian was less an act of random violence and more an assertion of royal justice, but it brought him into conflict with the state, forcing him into exile. In Midian, he found refuge with Jethro, a priest who worshipped El Shaddai, the very God of Abraham, showing that Moses's exile was not a departure from faith but a return to it. The mountain where God met him in the burning bush, Sinai, was already revered as sacred, and yet it became the stage for one of history's most transformative encounters. Moses's dialogue with God revealed a reluctant man full of doubt. He questioned his own worth, the authority of God's name, the faith of the people, and even his ability to speak, until at last he begged, "Send someone else." This vulnerability shows us that even the greatest leaders are shaped through hesitation, fear, and surrender. When God declared his name as "I am that I am," the phrase also carried the sense of "I will be what I will be," emphasizing his dynamic, unfolding presence in history. With the first sign given, a staff turning into a serpent, God directly challenged Pharaoh's royal cobra symbol, striking at the very heart of his divine identity. Each of the plagues that followed dismantled Egypt's pantheon, exposing the Nile god, the sun god, and others as powerless before Yahweh. The final plague was not left to an angelic intermediary but carried out by the Lord himself, underscoring the gravity of his judgment. Even the route of the Exodus was chosen carefully. Instead of the shorter path through the Philistine territory, God led his people the long way to protect them from premature battles, proving that his timing prioritizes readiness over speed.